Joe David Petraeus, John Brennan, the current CIA.
Side fate of the Jews. Well, what happened was swift and intense persecution against anyone who still wanted to use the biblical calendar. This would be both Jews and apostolic Christians, yeah? Yes, absolutely, because there were still Christians who wanted...
Okay, I have no, let's see, privacy, private. Why is that private? I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how to change it. Okay. I don't know. Details. Okay, public. Phew. I have no clue what I'm doing. Let's just see if anybody. I got a like, but I didn't get a concurrent viewer. I don't see concurrent viewers as 0, but I got a like. I hope somebody jumps in the chat and helps me. I don't have anything. I haven't done it. Oh, all right. Alex, good to see you. I just thought for the heck of it, because somebody mentioned to me yesterday that they'd like me to do live streams with my buddy up in North Carolina. No, not North Carolina. Boston area, maybe. His channel is 741. We used to do live chats all the time, which wasn't too bad because one person could monitor the stream and the chat while the other one was talking away. So that worked out really well. But he has been super busy this year and has not been able to do that with me. So I thought, just for the heck of it, I would just see, because a lot of things have changed in YouTube. And theoretically, they made things easier, theoretically, but I don't know. So what I was doing a few minutes ago is I was scanning the shortwave band using my SDR Play device, my Duo. And so then I got, I was going to do a short video just showing the scan. I thought, no, let's see if we can go live, see if anybody will show up. I got 7 concurrent viewers. Okay, bear with me, guys. I haven't done this in over a year. And I had the guy on the 741 channel, my mind's a blank, I can't think of his name. He always helped me. And it worked out great. But this year he's been super busy, not able to do that. So So I thought, what the heck, I'm going to try it. What I really need to do, excuse me while I get a zip. What I really need to do is set up another computer so that I can watch this page and see the chat page and watch whatever I'm doing, which right now is scanning using SDR Uno. And I'll flip to that right now. And the trouble is I'm only using one monitor right now. So when I flip to SDR Uno, I don't know what's going on this page that I was on. So there it is. There's the scan. I've muted it. I'm going to stop it and start it over. Okay. So this is scanning, mute. I'm out of control here. This is scanning using my SDR Play Duo and a Megaloop antenna, of which I do not know the condition of that antenna. It seems to be working okay. It's been through a couple of storms and I have not done any checks on it, but it seems to be working. It's 6:14 a.m. here in Clearwater, Florida. And we just let it scan for a while and you can watch it. And then we'll up here is theoretically the station, but there's a lot of duplicates in this database I have over here, so it may not be correct. But you can see we're getting quite a few good signals. Oh, let me stop some. Oh, let me stop. Let me stop. Pause. Mute. Okay, let's go back to this page. I don't even know if people are hearing me. If one of the, well, I lost 3 viewers. Well, that's probably because they can't hear me. Let me put it in the chat in case you can't hear me. Can you hear me? If you can't hear me, well, forget it. Oh, great. Thanks, Alex. Now we're getting somewhere. That's what I need. I need somebody to give me some feedback of whether things are going wrong or not. Rob, that's what, I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. Rob, 741 channel. He's the one that I used to do live shows with. And with 2 people, it's pretty easy. Well, 1 person, it's difficult unless you've done it a lot. Like I say, right now, I need to set up another monitor so I can monitor this page, which is the feed plus the chat, and then show you the other page on another monitor of what I want you to see as far as what I'm doing, which is this right here. So right now I am scanning the shortwave band using this database that was generated by one of my subscribers, because the database is the EIBI database of shortwave station, which is loaded with tons of stations, many of which I have no use for. And I still need to take this database and clean it up some more. Like, for instance, you can see right here, here's an entry for Russian spy number station. I'm not interested in that. Here's one for channel marker 5. I'm not interested in that. So there's a lot of things, and there's another Russian spy number. And what it does, the beauty of SDR Uno is it will scan one of these databases that you put in. Here, I've got a whole bunch of them. A lot of them came from, I think his name is Steve, that works at SDR Play. I may be wrong. He was at one time he was generating a bunch of these, and you can select one and tell it to scan. So what I did is I took the one that the gentleman that's a subscriber, and I do not remember names. It's one of my drawbacks as I've gotten older. So I don't remember people's names. He generated this, but he generated it from the full EIB database, which starts from like 200 kilohertz and goes up. And so I chopped off anything below 5 megahertz. That's why my title is above 5 megahertz. And the antenna used is the antenna that I've set up for this SDR. And so now I can scan it. So that's what I was going to do, and I'll let it scan for a few minutes. And then...
I'm sick, and I've been sick.
Oh, let me stop. Again, I'm just retraining myself. So bear with me. Let me go back here and ask a question. Are you hearing the radio when I switch over to the screen that's got the radio playing? That's my question. If you're not hearing the radio, you don't need to hear me. Hearing me is the boring part. So if you can't hear the radio, then I'm just going to stop this stream. Hopefully Alex or somebody else will answer that question. Okay, so Alex says you can hear the radio. The other thing is, I just did this at the spur of the moment, so I don't expect many people to watch live. If you've got it set up for my channel that you get a notification when I go live, yeah. But of course, it's also 6:15 here on the East Coast of the United States, so a lot of people are still asleep or gone to bed or busy doing the other thing. So I don't expect many viewers. I'm just trying to get back into live streaming. I know Greg has been bugging me every show. Please do some live shows, and I've just been putting it off. I didn't realize it was that easy now to get it going. So yeah, I want to do more of these live streams. And the beauty of the live stream, and the reason Rob and I were doing them, is you get interaction with your subscribers and viewers. And I see other people are dropping out. I understand if you drop out, that's okay. This is kind of just off the cuff, trying to learn how to do live streams again. Okay, I really thank Alex for his help. He's given me a lot of good information in chat. He said, I don't have alerts on. YouTube did alert me though. You may be able to test audio by using iPhone screen record. You may be able to test audio. Now that's a good point. One thing I've got a couple of options. I've got about 25 computers. I could set up another. Well, I actually have. Let's see. I got four. I got 4 computers set up in my workshop right now that are not on, and I haven't used them in a while. So I could set up one of those to be watching either the radio or watching. Well, probably I'd be watching this screen as kind of a monitor. And by watching this screen, I also see the chat. And this is quite a bit different than it was when Rob and I used to do this about over a year ago. The setup in the chat and everything is quite a bit different. So I've got a learning curve. It looks easier, but I've got a learning curve to go through. So I can set up another computer here in my workshop to monitor this screen right here, and therefore also monitor the chat. And then I could use this computer, which is running my SDR SDR Uno software, my SDR Play SDR, and play with that, which is what I want to do. Also, I can, of course, use a camera, and then I can use other non-computer controlled radios, such as my Big Bertha, my Grundig 800, and tune the band and have you watch the video via camera. Okay, so let's go back over. So let's see. Oh, we got 9 viewers. Thank you all for stopping by. I know this is totally unrehearsed, and I'm just testing how to do live streams once again. So and what I wanted to do, I wanted to show you what's going on in my location in shortwave using SDR Uno and my RSP Duo hooked to a Mega 30 loop antenna. So we're going to scan now, resume scan, and I'm going to shut up. Notice the time. Now, for you that just tuned in, what you see here is what's in the database here. And it's what you're hearing may not be this, because there's a lot of stations almost on top of each other. So you could be saying, like this is Punta or whatever, weather, and you're hearing somebody talking. That's because they're using that frequency. So let's let it continue. There's a big one down there.
¿Qué capacidad tienen los agricultores cubanos en interpretar la fuerza de recursos?
I probably could lower the squelch, but there's still quite a bit of noise on the band. See, that said Russian spy numbers station, which is not. That could be correct.
What's incredible is to see how nearly, 1,700 years later, this action and
that's probably correct. I'm not getting China radio. That's kind of depressing. I'm just going to let it scan once and then see what's in the chat and then wrap this up. It's just, like I say, it's an experiment trying to. That might have been China radio. I wonder if that's really Australia. like I say, I haven't used this setup in 4 months, so I don't know the condition of the antenna. We've had several storms lately. Actually, let me stop this for 1 second. Depending on how I position these windows, I can see the chat in the background there. Let me shrink this down some. Don't want to shrink it down too much. Okay. Yep, I didn't mean to do that, but I did it. Okay, let's see. Alex is saying smartphone screen, log on to online stream, and then record with a smartphone. Okay. That's the iCloud video link that should have my screen record on YouTube in a few seconds. Okay. I hear you good. Want to learn more about SDR receivers myself? Okay. Yeah, I've got, Curtis, I've got a number of SDRs. I've got the full line from the SDR Play group. They were nice enough over the years to send me each of their radios, so I've got all their radios. I've got several dongles that I started with, and I think that's about it. And I've totally been switched over to computer-controlled radios because of all the screens and things you can do with it. Yeah, Alex, that's what I was thinking about. I could have, instead of tying up my smartphone, I would rather have one of my 24 computers, or I could use a tablet, I guess. I have several tablets I could use for monitoring. But I think the best bet, though, even though it's kind of cumbersome, but I've got several of them in this room, is to have another computer with a big screen so that I could just glance over and see this screen here. Okay, I'm going to finish up that scan and then we're going to wrap this up, and this will be a test. And I want to thank everybody for their comments, helping me out. And I thought maybe, luckily, Rob would come on, but he's very busy right now. So let's go to this. Let's continue the scan. Unmute it. Yeah, not much up there. See, this is one problem. Now I've got up higher frequency. The noise level is... Okay, start over. The noise level at the higher frequency was much lower, so I could lower that squelch. Okay, that's enough. Like I say, this was just a test. I've moved the screen down enough I can see how many concurrent viewers I've got. You know, I'm thinking another thing I could do is I could move these windows around such that, let me see how much I dare lower this one, so that I could see in the background the YouTube page. See, I don't know if I can move this one up or not, but I'll have to experiment with moving this stuff around, because right now I can see a good portion of that other page in the background there. So I'll switch to that page, this page in background. Curtis, hey Curtis, I love DXing since I have been 12 years old. Same with me. When I was younger, I used to DX FM. Yeah, I have a lot of radios. I got over 400 radios that I've collected since I was a kid. And I really need to get rid of some of them because, like for instance, my big boat anchors that weigh 50 pounds or more, I can't move them anymore. So if I wanted to set them up and hook them up to an antenna, it would be difficult. So I need to give those away to somebody. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up unless somebody else has some more comments or corrections or suggestions. It looks like it's possible for me individually to do a live stream. And what I need to get from people who, like for instance, either in the chat or people who view this later is some suggestions of what they want me to do in a live stream. Like I say, today I just showed you a band scan of the shortwave band of my RSP Duo SDR radio. In this room, I also have several Grundig radios and a couple of Radio Shack radios and a whole bunch of boat anchors that I can't get to. So I could use one of those too and use the camera on those. So I'm going to wrap it up here. I think this was successful. I was able to do it even though it was very crude. I did get a couple of viewers even though it was totally unannounced, and I appreciate the comments. They're very helpful. And I want you all to have a great day. Bye-bye. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for your feedback. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't too bad. Oh, David. Bye-bye, David. Or hi, David. I'm gonna set up another computer so I can monitor this and what I'm trying to show you concurrently. And the next one I will put out an announcement that that I'm going to do a live stream sometime in the near future. Hey, Key. Thanks for the smiley face. So long, everybody. Bye-bye. Okay.